When working with a new client, we perform lower body assessments. This can be someone that's transitioning into a different style of training, or they're new to the gym. 3 of the assessments we do are written here on the board. Not everyone performs this assessment. We have a requisite level of strength and mobility that's required before performing this. But for someone who meets those standards and that criteria, we have 3 tests to see how strong they are in their squat relative to their hinging or deadlift, relative to their left leg and their right leg. So I'm gonna explain the test right now. The first test, we're gonna take 80% of our max deadlift, and we're going to do as many reps as possible at that weight. All right, so we'll put that weight on the bar, moving well, good quality form. Form starts to break down, we're gonna stop it. All right? We have an acceptable amount of, or I should say, acceptable degree of variation in the form, but we don't wanna see major rounding of the back or hips tucking under. We're looking to stay within a certain movement pattern during those deadlifts. The next movement is our back squat for reps. We're gonna take 80% of this number, and again, we're gonna perform max reps, making sure the client's getting to full depth. They're not taking a too long amount of time between reps. If they take more than 4 or 5 breaths, we'll say that was too much. We want them to be moving at a relatively respectable clip. The third movement, front rack step-ups for reps. On the left leg will be one part of the test, the right leg will be the other part of the test. We're gonna go back up to this deadlift number. We're gonna use 33% of that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna set up a bench or a box that's roughly knee height. So for me, this would be a little low, but we're gonna use it for the sake of demonstration. That client would have that barbell in the front rack position. Then they're gonna perform step-ups on the left leg until they can no longer do that, or their chest starts to drop, or they get too much assistance from that trail. After having those 3 assessments, it's gonna give us a good idea of how that client moves. So let's say the numbers were 8, 15, 2 on the left, 7 on the right. In that example, we know that client is a much better squatter than they are hinger or deadlifter. We also know that the right leg is significantly stronger than the left. So by simply doing single leg work, utilizing split squats or lunges, and bringing that left leg up to strength with the right side, and by also focusing on the deadlift, whether it's pulling from the floor or doing rack pulls or doing deficit deadlifts, we can bring that up to equal strength. From a performance standpoint, again, this is like our low-hanging fruit. We attack our weaknesses, we make ourselves stronger in a short period of time. From a sustainability standpoint, it means that we're eliminating the risk of injury. If we have one leg significantly stronger than the other, we're always squatting to that side, over time that can compound on itself, lead to some sort of acute issue or a more chronic issue like tendonitis. So that's an example of some of our lower body assessments that we do for our clients.